Hey guys, it's Akemi here, coming back at you with some more FireRed Nonlocke series. And so, let's get into it. Before we go too further into it, I'm going to stop right here, just because this is like the only, you could say, pull-up menu that basically is very quiet. I'm going to get very serious with you guys for a second. Well, not really. Please don't bank on that. But basically, for those of you who are new and are coming into this, this is what is called from my invention, called a Nonlocke series. It's inspired by your traditional Nuzlocke, but again, it's not your traditional Nuzlocke. There's definitely some changes. For those of you who don't know, who have no idea what a Nuzlocke series is or anything, basically, a Nuzlocke series was a way for people who played basic Pokemon games, was a way to give them extra challenge. Because if you've ever played a Pokemon game, there is no easy, hard, normal, expert mode. It's just the adventure itself. And in a sense, in my experience, I feel like later down the road, the newer games that have come out with experience share and all of that, I feel like it's even gotten easier instead of like the original first red, blue, and yellow. But I'm not going to get into that debate. So basically, this is inspired by a Nuzlocke series, and now I'm going to explain what a Nuzlocke series is. So on the interwebs, the most basic, introduction to what a Nuzlocke series is the most basic Nuzlocke rules, as they were first introduced, are as follows. Any Pokemon that faints is considered dead and must be released or put in the Pokemon storage system permanently. The player may only catch the first Pokemon encountered in each area and none else. So basically, it makes you thank you, speech. It makes you have to think about who you're sending out to battle, and if they faint, that means they die and you have to release them. It also gives that extra challenge that you only get a limited amount of Pokemon you can catch out in the wild, just period, because every single route is basically a new area where you only get one shot. That's it. Just one chance. You screw it up, that's it. You get, game over in a sense. You don't catch that Pokemon, you have to move on. And some people, that's why it's a challenge, because you could essentially go through the entire game just with your starter, and it still would be exceedingly difficult to do so. So thus, it pulls in a lot more strategy. That's what it is inspired from. That's what my Nonlocke series is inspired from. Now let me go to explain some of my Nonlocke rules. Again, just for a small recap, for those of you who are new or may have forgotten, a small recap is good. And don't worry, I'm going to go ahead and put all these rules up on screen and everything so you can follow along with me. The first one from the Nonlocke series, which is not your traditional Nuzlocke. Rule number 1, if a Pokemon faints, it is dead. Second chances are only if you have a revive item in the inventory upon death. You cannot purchase revival items, and basically, if you find a revival item out in the wild, then you can say that this could essentially save a Pokemon if it faints. Also, if a Pokemon faints and you attempt to release it, like go into the PC and release a Pokemon, and it comes back, I'll consider that a second chance. So that's rule number 1, where yes, the very, cut and dry, if the Pokemon faints, it is dead and you have to release it, is still in play. However, I also have some small lenient, footnotes attached to this, just in case, because this is just something I wanted to make to have fun with. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2, you must walk everywhere. No bike, no flying, etc. You can run, but only for 5 seconds every 2.5 minutes. And I just wanted to do it this way, just to challenge myself. This is just a rule that I felt like would have been a lot of fun, where literally it's just my character walking everywhere. Now, if I get into an area where I have to fly somewhere in order to get there, or I have to use my bike, like literally it's kind of something that's kind of scripted, then that's unavoidable. Just you can't do anything about that. Throw it out. But that aside, you have to walk everywhere. And you can run, but only in spurts. So if anything, it's like, think about it as rule number 2 is like, we're getting down to, for any of those who've seen the anime series where Ash Ketchum literally just walks everywhere, we're doing it Ash Ketchum style. We're just gonna walk everywhere. And it actually can end up screwing me over in the end, depending if my Pokemon are weak or, you know, they need help. Who knows? It could be very interesting. Rule number 3. I feel like rule number 2 plays into rule number 3. Rule number 3. I have to select 3 favorite Pokemon from the start of my journey. The 3 favorite Pokemon that I have selected is Articuno, Charizard, and Aerodactyl. Now, if you run into your favorite Pokemon on your journey, it is a must catch, meaning you do not proceed in the game until that Pokemon is caught and in your party. And again, that goes into the next footnote. Favorite Pokemon must be in your party until death. If you run into your favorite Pokemon again, it is another must catch, but this time it has to have a different name. So basically, you could say that if your entire party kind of expires in a sense, but you still have your favorite Pokemon with you, then you can always still go out there in the wild and always re-catch your favorite Pokemon. And I have, these are just rules that I haven't fully set into stone or developed. So you could do things that are interesting where, let's say, your 3 favorite Pokemon are all primary evolutions. So literally, if you run into these Pokemon, you have to catch them and you must make sure that you never evolve them. And that also puts a little bit of a damper on your party's stats and could also come back to bite you if you're not careful. There's a whole formula, you could say, or just messing around and having fun with it. But basically, that's what I'm getting at. Your 3 favorite Pokemon, it's a must catch. And that's also to say, what if you already have a nice full party, a balanced party, by the way, and the next thing you know, you run into your favorite Pokemon, and that also goes into play with rule number 2, where you have to walk everywhere. If you're walking back somewhere to go to the Elite Four, and then you run into your favorite Pokemon, and it's like, well, crap. Now I have to catch it. And it also could say that you could... you have to use any means to catch it. So if you're in an area and you waste all your Pokeballs catching it, then you have to go through that entire area and kind of forego catching anything in a sense. Which could also ruin, if you're into a new area, it could also ruin your chances of catching newer Pokemon. And it also could it waste your resources because you only have a certain amount of money when you start in this game. And if you find items, it's almost like, well, do I sell this to get more money to get Pokeballs? Or do I not because I might need this item in battle? Or it's a whole lot of thinking about how careful you want to, play or how risky you want to play. And it's just, to me, it's fun. All right, rambling on. Rule number 4, Pokemon are your children. Meaningful names is a must. Now, this is for every individual. To me, if I named a Caterpie, Bleep Bleep, that to me is not a meaningful name. So I would never name, if I caught a Caterpie, Bleep Bleep. I would name him something like Carter or Carrie or something that to me is meaningful. Which also challenges just a creative side of my brain to be like, okay, I just caught this Pokemon. I just can't name it something simple that doesn't go to my standards. So it's just a small little quirky rule. And now the 5th rule, the catch rule. So unlike your traditional Nuzlocke series, where you can only catch 1 Pokemon per area, that means per route. So anytime you go into a new area, if it's like Route 2 or Route 1 and so on and so forth, that entire area only counts for 1 Pokemon. And if you mess up in catching it, that's it. You don't get any retries. Sorry, I had breakfast. And so for me, I decided to start. I liked that rule, but I also, because I've never fully played a traditional hardcore Nuzlocke in itself, that I wanted to be more lenient on myself and just made these rules sort of fun. So for my catch rule, You can catch one Pokemon per patch of grass in that area. So you get 3 tries to capture that one Pokemon in that first grass patch. And you must catch that Pokemon at that specific grass patch. So basically, let's say there are 3 grass patches. The first one, you see a Slowpoke, and you really want that Slowpoke. But you decide not to capture it for now, so that gives up one of your tries. Now you have 2 tries left to go back to that grass patch and catch that Slowpoke. Well, you decide to journey up to the next 2 grass patches to see what's there. So now that the first grass patch has been marked for Slowpoke, the second and the third, you could run into Slowpoke there, but because the first one has already been claimed for Slowpoke, you don't have to worry about using up your tries in the second and third grass patch. That being said, if you want to recatch that Slowpoke and go back over there, you could be in the third grass patch, but that means you have to walk all the way back to the first grass patch where you found that Slowpoke to catch that Slowpoke. So basically, whatever Pokemon that first jumps out at you in a grass patch, that's the Pokemon you have to catch. Now, let's say you have a Slowpoke in the first grass patch, and then in the second grass patch, the first Pokemon that jumps out at you again is a Slowpoke. Well, because you ran into it in the first grass patch, it doesn't count for the second grass patch. Meaning, you can forego, you could run away, you could do whatever you want with that Slowpoke in the second grass patch, and then you keep wandering around, and then what if you run into a Voltorb after that? Well, then that means that that second grass patch is now dedicated to a Voltorb. And you can either try to catch it or you could forego it. There you go. So grass patches aside, if it's in caves, 2 Pokemon per floor, the 3 tries rule is also in effect. So basically, whatever first 2 Pokemon you run in on that floor are the first 2 Pokemon that you can catch in that cave. And then if you go to like a different floor, the same rule applies. And I'm going to say, unlike the grass patch rule, in caves, if you run into those 2 Pokemon, let's say the same 2 Pokemon on a second floor in a cave again, then you can just consider it that the Pokemon from the first floor, if you didn't end up catching them, you get another chance to catch them on the second floor. But the 3 tries rule applies. However, if you, let's say you caught the Pokemon on the cave from the first 2 floor, and then once you catch them, and then the Pokemon on the second floor are the first 2 from the first floor, then I'm going to be lenient and say you could forego it, or, you know, if you wanted to challenge yourself, I could say TS, and those are the Pokemon you catch on that second floor. So you could get doubles if you wanted, but I'm trying to prevent doubles. And then also with surfing, the 3 Pokemon per route and the 3 tries rules applies. So basically, this is the entire route. Unlike caves where it's sectioned into floors, grassy areas are sectioned into grass patches. And then surfing, it's the entire route just because there's so much water. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to divide that up. And then fishing is just like your traditional Nuzlocke. You get 1 try. And you can only, 1 catch in rivers and lakes. We're not going to do oceans. Just because you surf on oceans. So we're going to forgo oceans. So fishing, you get 1 try and you have to catch them in rivers and lakes. And you only get 1 try in a certain river and a certain lake. And that's it. So those are my non-lock rules. I'm sorry if I seem to have rambled on extensively about it. But I just wanted to do a small recap for those of you who are new, for those of you who have forgotten, or just coming in to see what's Akemi doing, what's she up to. So, yes, now you have all been educated, and I'm so happy. And now we can get back into the thick of it. Yes, and I beat my rival. And I saved right here. Oh, yeah. I was gonna go try to catch a Jolteon. Ah! Go away, old man. I like you, but no. Oh, yeah. I was gonna try to catch a female Jolteon. That's what I was gonna do. And, I gotta make sure that I have my slip of paper here that tells me who I have run into on certain routes. Okay. Alright, here we go. Jolteon, I'm coming for you. Come here. Come here. Where are you? I got a Blastoise. That's lovely and everything. I don't know if I can actually fight a Blastoise. Oh, biscuits. Can I fight? I don't want to fight a Blastoise. We're gonna send Artemis out. Yeah. So, while I'm searching for my Jolteon, I might just go ahead and, like, fast forward this for you guys so you actually don't see all the grinding. I'm gonna try to try to do my best to make sure that you guys don't see a whole lot of the grinding. When I go into a new grass patch, I'll at least show you the new Pokemon that I can catch in there. But otherwise, like this right now, I'm running around trying to catch a Jolteon. So I just might speed this up if I run into a Jolteon. That being said, I'm just gonna run around and see if I can find a Jolteon. So I will be back soon. Very soon. Oh my god, what? Oh, snap, guys. You know what this means. I just ran into a Charmander. I had to stop everything and I had to try to catch this guy. And of course, he's a boy. I'm alright with this. So, next to Jolteon, I had to catch this guy. Great. Perfect. Astonish that guy. Come here. You know you want to be on our team. We're just gonna keep astonishing you? Ooh. Ouch. Rude. Oh no! Oh, biscuits! Oh, snap! I killed him! No! Oh, no! Well, I guess this is good in the sense that he's a favorite Pokemon, but also sucks because as a favorite Pokemon, I am compelled to catch this guy. So, yes, I can still look for a Jolteon in this area, but if I run by Jolteon, I can try to catch it, but if I run into that Charmander again, I have to do everything in my power to catch it. So, in a sense, Charmander is now taking priority. And if I want to make sure that he doesn't take priority, I have to go through the entire Viridian Forest and not catch him. But I want him. So now I'm going to do everything in my power to try to catch him. So I'm going to be right back. And hopefully I will run into him again and actually catch him this time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all this out. And I will be back shortly. And so a Jolteon has appeared. Yay! But also, it's another guy. So, this begs the question. Do I risk on not catching this Jolteon right here and try to catch a female Jolteon? Or do I just catch this Jolteon? And honestly, I'm gonna be risky. I'm gonna stick with the risk. Just for this moment. If I miss on catching a Jolteon, then oh well. Oh, I'd still be very sad. But I'm not gonna catch this guy because I want a girl Jolteon on my team. I want a girl Jolteon on my team. I'm also gonna be so upset when I run into that Charmander again. And it's gonna be very disheartening. Maybe I'll run into a girl Charmander. Maybe it'll just balance out a little bit. I'm sorry, Jolteon, but you're not a female. Ooh. Strong mofo, though. Oh, the temptation Do I try catching you?
The temptation!
No, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sorry, Jolteon. We will meet again. Whether you're a boy or a girl. And at the end, if you're a boy, I will catch you as a boy and I will love you. Regardless. Alright guys, it's me going and running around trying to find that Charmander or Jolteon again. I'll be back. And I have another Jolteon. But he's only a boy. And I switched out to Artemis because I thought, for some odd reason, I thought pressure would help have a stronger Pokemon appear. And that Charmander has not been appearing for a while. Frustrating. So, yes, I'm going to capture this Jolteon then, if I don't kill it. I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna try with Artemis. Bet you $10 this is not gonna work. This totally goes against my risky nature. Please don't kill it, 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 please don't kill it. No, 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 no. Yes. Good job, Artemis. And now we're gonna switch to Damien. I don't think you can paralyze Jolteon, though. Shit. I should have switched to Marcus. I should have. This is me playing it safe. Because if there's one thing that I realize, which is such a pain, is trying to catch these Pokemon. Oh, crap! Oh, snap! Come on, come on, please, 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 please. Come on! Come on, no! No! How dare you? How dare you? Oh, oh no, oh no, it's gonna die. It's gonna die. It's gonna die. It's gonna die. That rap is gonna kill it. That rap is gonna kill it. Oh, come on! Come on! Please, 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 please. Yes! Oh! Oh, the gods have taken mercy on me. Yay! If it is angered or startled, the fur all over its body bristles. Whoops. Sorry, let me read that again. There should be a period. There should be a comma there somewhere. If it is angered or startled, the fur all over its body bristles like sharp needles that pierce foes. I was reading that wrong. Give a nickname? Yes, I'll give a nickname. Oh, snap. Oh, what's a name that starts with a J that's good for guys? You know, the world may never know. I certainly don't know. We're gonna look this up. Male names that start with J. Okay. Oh, man. Ugh. I don't like any of those names. I don't like any of those names. And my glasses are pinching me and it hurts. Oh, I don't like any of those names. I don't like any of those names. No, 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 no. I could just call him Jafar from Disney. Oh, I know what I'm gonna call him. In homage to somebody that I know. Hi, JFM Studios. But this is an homage to you. I am calling him Jeff. Is select lower? I forgot select. Ah, backspace. Oh. Wow. Fight me. Fingers. His name is Jeff. Jeff the Jolteon. Beautiful. Perfect. Alright. I still have not found that Charmander yet, which is upsetting and a pain in the butt. But I'm going to go ahead and go heal up Oh my god, I did not realize you could walk faster with spacebar. Does this mean I'm cheating? I don't know. I don't know if that's cheating. You know, I'm gonna say that's kind of cheating. I'm not gonna say if it's cheating if you're running around trying to find a specific Pokemon, because when I cut the camera, I just discovered that holding spacebar and running back and forth in this stupid grass patch to find the Charmander. No! Go away! Has actually been really beneficial. But huzzah! Jeff the Jolteon. Rash nature. Are you rash, Jeff? Do you have a rash nature? Voltazorb! Oh, yes! That's one of my... I love Voltazorb. I'm so glad that he has that. Thank you. Any electric moves will turn into HP. Yes. So that's okay. He doesn't have any, you know... He doesn't have any electric moves now, but he will. Oh, all my babies. And now I have to go and find that Charmander. The joys. It's upsetting because to me that means I'm gonna have to PC box Marcus. And I love Marcus so much now because he's like a classy Magmar, and just because I've associated him being classy, I immediately like, I don't want to box him. But I don't want to have two fire Pokemon on my team. I want a fairly balanced team, so I'm sorry, Marcus. You're gonna have to go bye-bye when I find this Charmander. And hopefully if I freaking catch it. And yes, all my team are boys except for Artemis, which has a girl name, but also has no gender. So, I will get back to you guys, and hopefully I will find this Charmander and catch it. And we're gonna have to say goodbye to Marcus. He's gonna be put on the benches. I didn't want that to happen. I'll be back. Finally! Oh my goodness, do you know how many Blastoises and Rhydons and Flareons and all kinds of crazy stuff I had to get to you? A whole lot. Just a whole lot. Oh, ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to Damien. Hopefully this guy won't faint this time. Oh, rude. Rude. Thunderwave? Yeah! Paralyzed! Mm. Yeah, I can't move! Mm. Eat it. Okay. No! No! You can't scratch me! Okay, I'm just gonna wrap him a little bit. He's paralyzed, he can't move. Suffers from wrap. I'm gonna try another Leer. Lower them stats. If this guy faints, I'm gonna be thoroughly peeved. Thoroughly peeved. Okay, let's try another wrap. Ugh. Well, in a second. We're just kind of in this stalemate. But yeah, so while I was off camera, what you guys didn't see, I ran into like a Kabuto, a Nidorino, a Nidoran, the male version, and like a Shelder, like all kinds of stuff. And I think that's one reason why I want you to see the grinding, so that way you can see what kind of Pokemon I run into. But I'm also hesitant because stuff like this happens, and it took me like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes just to find this guy. You better get in this Pokeball. And once you get in this Pokeball, Marcus will graciously step aside and give you his spot because he is a gentleman. Oh my goodness! I didn't think sweet talking him would work. Holy biscuits! Yes! Yes! From the time it is born, a flame burns at the tip of its tail. Its life would end if the flame were to go out. I saw that episode. It was really heartbreaking. Like, gut-wrenching. Alright. Finally, this means I can move on. I don't have to waste all of my Pokeballs. I can move on. And I can actually figure out... I gotta figure out what to name this guy. Some C names. Because I don't want to name him something like... Carrie. Charles. Ooh. We're naming him Charles. That sounds like a classy name. Charles and Marcus. Like, when he took Marcus's spot, he was so... Because he's, you know, he's a Charmander, so he's really young. He was so impressed with how classy Marcus was that he was like, oh, I want to be like that. I want to be classy just like that. So his name is Charles, and he is a classy Charmander. His name is Charles, and he's a classy Charmander. There we go. I like it. Charles was transferred to someone's PC. How dare they? How dare they? Was placed in box 1. Well, now we gotta go get Charles. And yeah, I decided the whole spacebar speed thing is a little bit of a cheat for the whole walking situation. So I won't do it when I'm walking around and I have to go from point A to point B. But when I'm in that grass, literally, the spacebar saved my butt. I found Charles in less time than I thought I would. So, we gotta say goodbye to Marcus, you guys. We gotta say goodbye to him. Maybe he'll come back later. But at least we know that him in a boxed PC with Professor Oak is that he'll never risk dying. He'll never risk dying. There he is. Charles. He's he's bashful! Oh my goodness! So could you imagine, like, he's a gentleman Charmander that, like, blushes and gets all shy and, like, hides behind his tail, and he's like, oh, stop! Like, when you compliment him or something, so he's a bashful sweetie. Blaze ups fire moves in a pinch. Alright. We gotta move you. Goodbye, Marcus. Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna pretend that as soon as I transfer Marcus, that Marcus, my amazing Magmar, he's home with my mom, and he helps out, and he cooks dinner, and he's just such a fashionable, classy lad that we just love him. And he's jolly, so we have, like, a jolly gentleman, and then we have a bashful gentleman. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. I'm gonna miss you. You know what? We're gonna give him a fancy wallpaper. Etc. Stars. Ooh. That's, like, perfect for tea parties. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll just stick with forest. Because that's where we found him. In a foresty, grassy area. Goodbye, Marcus. We will meet again. Someday. Oh, no, I want you to heal my Pokemon. Heal my babies. Alright, guys. So, this is exciting. I caught Jeff the Jolteon, and now we have Charles the Charmander with us. Yay! How exciting is that? And, that also being said, we are going to... Aww. He is adorable. I just decided that my entire team is gonna be boys except for Artemis. Artemis is like the only girl that's non-gender that I really have. Look at all my precious babies. Alright, well, I'm gonna go grind some bit. I'm gonna grind down here, and then I'm gonna grind up there. And before I touch any new grass patches, I want you all there with me to see what we can catch. So, I'll be back. Love you guys. Be back soon. And we are back, baby. We are back. So, I was able to level everybody up until the double digits, at least. So we have Xander at level 10. Artemis finally grew a level 13 because he was helping out. And Jeff is at 10 and Charles is at 11. Oh, yeah. I can't tell you guys that the whole spacebar tactic has been super helpful. Also, Articuno learned MUST. It doesn't really do much except for protect the party from status reductions, which could be helpful in the future. We will see. But otherwise, I am ready to explore the extensive purposes of Viridian Forest and see what's out there. Okay, so a little bit of some story time in the sense of, so as I'm leveling up my lovely Jeff Jolteon, at some point, this Fearow, I decided to level up at Route 2. Just because I wanted to try lower level before I went up to level up at Viridian Forest. But this Fearow uses Fury. He uses Fury attack on Jeff and hits 5 times, the max amount you can hit with that move, and we can catch a Blastoise here. So we already caught that one, so Blastoise. Cool. We can catch a Blastoise here. If I feel like it. But I don't. So I'm gonna run away. Sweet. But yeah, this Fearow attacks Jeff 5 times and almost literally kills him. He was at red and everything, and I was just like, holy crap! And it was crazy. I came in with friends to catch us a bug Pokemon. They're all itching to get in some Pokemon battles. Yeah, they're not gonna have bug Pokemon, so I better be careful and watch my butt. I have not saved it in a while. I need to do that. Yes, save that. Oh yeah, I'll save the game. Alright, let's challenge this guy. Let's see what I can catch in here first. Actually, there's an item over there. That's to you, dude. I found a shout. Shout? No. Bag. What is it? Oh. It's like this show pearl that Hector has, but this is salt. It is extremely salty. Oh. Like a lot of people out there. No, I'm kidding. What can I catch here? Okay, you already claimed a patch. You can't claim this patch too. Who else can I catch here? I want to see who I can catch here. Here we go. I already caught a Jolteon. If that was gonna be a girl, I was gonna be so mad. Who else can I catch here? And then I'm going to face that trainer. Nervously, I'll admit. An Oddish. I can catch an Oddish here. Nope. Oh, it's a girl! Maybe I should just try to catch this one. Because when am I gonna run into another girl? And it's level 5. What do? Oh no. Decision time. I'm unfortunately gonna save my Pokeballs. I'm gonna save my Pokeballs. I'm sorry, Oddish. Alright, you. Do I have to talk to you? Oh. Okay, you're not a trainer. Okay, let's go face somebody. That guy. Right there. I am so nervous because I have no idea what he's gonna send out, and I also feel like my Pokemon aren't strong enough. Even though I just grinded. And they should be, but I'm still nervous. Please be nice to me.
Hey, you have a Pokemon. Come on, let's battle him.
Please don't send out like a Mewtwo. Please. Artisan Kristen. He's an artisan. Muck. Okay. That's not as terrifying, but it's still terrifying because it's an evolved form. Take some powder snow. Whoosh. Oh, my heart starts picking up and I'm like, oh goodness, what do I do? Oh, biscuits. Whoosh. Ha. Down for the count. Yes. Golbat. No, I will not change Pokemon. A Golbat at level 6. That is actually pretty impressive, I'm gonna say. And I'm surprised Golbat has its mouth at me without sticking its tongue out. Going, yeah. And you are going down for the count. Aw, yeah. I still feel like I am. No, Caterpie can't hack it. You didn't even have a Caterpie. Maybe that's a pet Pokemon. He just doesn't raise it. Okay, that's all Blastoise grass patch area. I know that is. And there's another trainer right here. Is there any, like, hidden items in here? Sometimes there's hidden items in here. I'm gonna pick this guy up. What is this? A green shard. Nice. I heard that, Growlithe. Okay. Well, you know what? I honestly think I'm all out of time. My work is kind of creeping up on me, and I gotta get ready for that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you click subscribe for more fun videos such as this, and hopefully we will see some amazing, more glorious videos from my partner Tailsaria in the future. Go check her videos out. They're on our, they're on our duo channel if you get the chance. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Akemi out.